So, how's it going, Chris? So, here I have you and my swing side by side to each other, right? And so, the things we're going to look at is the takeaway and then also the transition. So, you're on the left and I'm on the right. You're the purple and I'm the green. So, at if you look here, watch the yellow line which indicates your pelvis when going halfway back. So, that's about right here. Then, if you watch me, you can see how the yellow line stays on the left side of that bright blue line, right? So what that's telling me is that your pelvis is swaying too much instead of turning when you first start back. So what I want you to do is to just set that right foot back to help you get more of that pelvis turn, right pocket back instead of just swaying. Because eventually you get it back on this side, but I would rather have it for you where you get this right pocket turning back better instead of just swaying. Because you can see mine, it stays on this side of, it stays on the left side of the bright blue line, which is indication of my head the entire time. So that's what I want you to do instead. Because here, as you can see, yours goes outside of it and then comes back, which is fine. But however, we see here, just even based off this movement, how it's a little bit of excessive sway. And then because of that, that's limiting your ability to turn like I want you going back. And instead you're getting too sway. So just feel like you get that right foot slightly behind you and more flare to help you with that turn instead of swaying. Because we know that you're limited with your internal hip rotation going back. And then so here coming down is the key difference. So watch the difference between the dark blue line and the yellow line as you come down. I'm going to take you to impact. So right there. And now watch mine. Watch how big of more of a difference it is. So the next thing as well is I want you to do that that assigned practice guide to help you get more forward towards the target, because right now you're not turning enough, but the reason why is because you're not moving forward towards the target soon enough. Because as you can see, my pelvis turn is 35 and yours is 19. And with that, we know that the more you can move towards the target sooner, and you see that difference between my pelvis and my chest, which is called sway gap, yours is very much more smaller than mine. So do those two things. I want you to focus on getting that right foot slightly behind you and flaring it so you can turn that pelvis back more instead of swaying excessively in the takeaway. And then as well, I want you to start moving towards the target sooner. And that's going to help you to shallow out the club better and get you some more turn at impact. So try that out. How's it going, Chris? So here's your video breakdown based off the analysis that I just sent you. So as I said, when you compare your swing versus my swing in the initial takeaway, you get your pelvis swaying excessively as your chest stays here. So say if this was a line here for your pelvis sway, your pelvis moves excessively slightly outside your chest at this point. Versus when you see me, my pelvis stays on this side of my head. So basically what that's saying is that my pelvis is turning more and swaying a little bit because we have to move to the right side, but you're excessively swinging instead of turning that right pocket back. And we know that for you, you have a limitation with internally rotating your hip, right? So the adjustment we've always made is to get you to bring your right foot back a little bit. And we haven't, in the last few swings for maybe about a month or so, it's kind of been just down the line. So instead, now I want you to get it where you get it slightly back and flared a little bit, because now that's going to help you to get that turn more instead of you swinging excessively. Then the next important thing, especially in terms of getting more turn at impact, and also as well to shallow out the club better, is that you're just not moving towards the target soon enough. So because as if I took my backswing, you're only getting to about here. And say if the line of my pelvis was right here in my chest, you only have this much of a difference. Compared to if you see me, when I'm moving, my pelvis is here and my chest is here. So there's a bigger gap. So what we need to do is to get you to move towards the target sooner as you go back. And we always did that practice guide drill, the wall drill, to help you to feel that. So the main two things is, one, to get your right foot slightly back and flared so it can help you turn more instead of sway excessively in the takeaway. And then next is to just start moving towards the target sooner as you come down so you can shallow out the club, but also get more pelvis and chest turn, because moving towards the target is the only, because if I only move this far, my pelvis and chest aren't going to open up that much. But if I move this far, now my body's more open at impact. So those are the two things I want us to focus on, and then we'll see how we progress from there.